Welcome to the New Millennium Culture Podcast. Your hosts are Hurt Alert, Marcel Rivers, King 8, and Just Al. Every Thursday, we will bring you a piece of reality with information on Black culture, news, and sports.
Hey, there we go. Okay.
What up?
We are back once again for another episode of the New Millennial Culture Podcast.
Another one.
Matter of fact, let's go ahead and shout out the team. And we are broadcasting live on the New Millennium Culture Network. Make sure you follow the squad at NMC_network on IG and Twitter. And then search NMC Network on Facebook and YouTube. That's where we're going live at right now. Make sure you follow, comment, like, subscribe, do all that so we can get more viewers. Share it to the world because we got some things to, share with everyone. And, of course, at the bottom of the screen, y'all see it, CashApp, PayPal. Scrolling across the bottom, make sure you donate. And then, gotta introduce special guest again. Last night, he was on Her Talks. He's technically a part of that family anyway, because he is where I got the hurt from anyway. So we had a nice discussion about
no social media himself, no hashtag, no ad.
No. Yes, sir. Pop was in the building.
Yes, sir.
All right. So last night we had a good conversation. I think we go ahead and jump it off with the basketball. We had a good conversation about the NBA 75. But then also a couple things happened last night. First off, you see what Hattie got on, right? Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, okay, you see it. We definitely got a big win against the Clippers, who I really hate. So you know how that go. Hey, Cavs is better than I expected them to be so far. I'm not gonna get my hopes up too much because it's early, so we're gonna see.
But they got some good things going on over there in the East, the East Coast. Got the Hornets looking good.
Oh yeah, the Hornets. Oh, see, he already hating.
Starting already. It's too early now.
He already hating.
Who snacks himself tuned in? What up, though?
He already hating.
Yep, got the Heat doing good.
Yeah, you got the Heat doing good. You got the Knicks, riding out over there. The Bulls. Then on the West Coast, I don't, man. The Jazz #1 right now, but I don't believe it.
They always be top of the conference, and then
they good in the season. I give them.
Yeah, the playoffs they garbage. Yeah. I'll never believe in them.
The Warriors, you got to watch out for them because Klay Thompson ain't even back yet, and everybody on their team can shoot. I don't know what they doing over there, but Curry over there spraying some of that.
He giving them young boys that confidence, man.
As long as she don't start walking around acting like Jada Pickett, I think Curry gonna be all right.
Hey, man,
that boy will be getting exposed out here, man. She be putting my man's on blast. Like, I don't understand it. And Will gonna be on. He gonna be another meme again. Eyes red, looking sad and stuff.
Exactly.
Jada Pickett, I think she losing all cool points in the Black community, man. I think she done went, her skin.
She done lost.
Got lighter, hair done got lighter.
She done lost them. She done lost all cool points. You don't put your husband's business all in the street like that.
Pop said it. I didn't. Hey, but in the meantime, though, if y'all ain't been watching the Wu-Tang Clan, man, make sure y'all hop on Hulu, hop on the Wu-Tang. That one of the best shows on TV right now, television, Hulu. Make sure y'all check that out. It was a really good episode this week.
Wu-Tang.
But I still want to know the answer because I asked on Facebook, and how did Diddy's album How did he get album of the year over the Wu-Tang Clan's album in the 90s? Let's go. How? How, Sway?
You know, Diddy in with them people. You know what I'm saying?
He connected.
Yeah.
One of the bros said that you know, he had some hits, you know, Puff Daddy had those hits back in the day, and that's how they got the album of the year. Man, I don't know, man. I think Wu-Tang was just too raw for some folks. They were just too raw. Like, but that's what niggas needed back in. That's what they needed for sure.
Yeah, man, they was too street, man. Diddy is
Because Diddy name ring in the streets, you gotta really be a Wu-Tang fan to appreciate their projects. Man, I'm from Staten Island, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Let's go.
In the slums of Shaolin.
Protect your neck.
Protect your neck.
All right, man. What's the topic for today?
Topic for today is, what are you doing for your kids or children's future?
Nothing. FTK, leave them out there high and dry. We die, I take the money with me, and I don't give them nothing.
Tell us how you really feel.
Man, they wasn't shooting with me in the gym.
Hold on. I'm gonna start off with this story, right? It's this guy. His name was John McKee. Back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, he was a property tycoon in Philly. He owned a lot of property in Philly and other places as well, but he was really known in Philly. So at the time of his death, he was worth over $4 million. And at that point, he was considered one of the, I think he was the richest African-American in the country at that point. So for a man who was worth $4 million, how much do you think he left to his kids? How much you think, Mr. M3?
He'd have left over half of it.
What's your answer?
FTK, man. Get them kids.
Okay, so now he left something. He had a daughter who he left a house and $300, and then each of her children were left $50, and then his son was also left $50, and then the rest of it was given to the church. But that's not the end of the story, but that's his original will. His daughter got $300 in the house, and her kids got $50, and then his son got $50. Are you kidding me?
What's wrong with that?
What you mean?
They didn't earn a dime.
You don't know what they did.
We do. Nothing. That's why he gave them nothing.
$300 to your daughter and $50 to your son?
In what year though? Because $300 might have been a lot back in,
No, it was 1902.
Exactly.
But you were worth over $4 million.
So
you better be lucky you got a funeral, fam. You gonna give me $50 and think it's finna be cool out here in these streets when I know you worth over $4 million.
There's a lot of people that really believe that. Like, look, see,
he said that's a bottle. No, y'all would not be cool with that. Now that wasn't the final word or final say so. So at the end of the day, he did. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I might have to do get a Ouija board, do a seance or something. I need to talk to him face to face and be like, bro, you got some explaining to do, my man. Whoever can talk to the other side.
Ouija board?
whoever can talk to the other side, I need to talk to him.
He gonna be like, why did you leave enough money? Man, hey, look.
$50 though?
Hey, look.
Come on,
you
man.
Don't know what happened back in the day, man. They
man.
When he was dying in his bed, they might have been like, hard on their dad, and he wasn't having it.
No, man.
Or he might have had a mistress with some other kids. He might have had like 12 kids, and he had to split all the money with them, and they didn't know about each other.
No, they said over almost $3 million was given to the church.
Back in the day, though, that Bible. Do you know what city and state they was in? They might have been on a Bible.
It was in Philly.
Oh,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. No.
Can't even defend him.
No. Now they did. Now his kids did go to court, and they definitely what you call it? They disputed the will. So his daughter ended up with $110,000, and then his son ended up with $25,000.
Are they white?
No, they was mixed.
So back then, were they white?
No, they were considered black. You know how it go.
Look, this is how I feel, man. Like, is there really a rule that says you have to leave money to your kids?
It's not a rule, but come on, son.
Why? Why do you have to leave money for your kids?
Why? Okay. Let me say this.
Here's a real question.
Now want your kids.
How much money are you giving them while you're alive?
Now, if you don't want to just flat out give them straight up money, now the Rothschilds and all them had a system to where you had to do certain things to get certain money. And they was like, look, we're not finna just give you $1 million. Now you got to work with the family business. You got to attend these meetings. You got to come to the family reunion, which is a big board meeting because all the family is one business. So you had to do, it was requirements, you know what I'm saying, you had to follow in order to get your inheritance. Now, if you do something like that, cool, you know what I'm saying? But if you just flat out say, I ain't leaving you nothing, I'm not leaving you a system, I'm not leaving you any knowledge, get it out the mud like how I got it, that's wrong.
But I don't understand how, because when you're alive, when you're alive, a lot of parents not even giving their kids anything. Yeah, you give them a roof over the head. Yeah, you give them food on the table. And then after that, now I'm expected to give them money after I die. But while they was alive, I didn't offer them anything. But now that I'm dead, they gotta get something. So yeah. you could have made sure that they was wealthy when they were alive.
You was alive. No, I totally agree with that. But so if you worth over $4 million, you got all this property, you just gonna give it up to the state?
Man, I'm giving it to the church, man.
And who's to say the church gonna actually do with it what they supposed to?
Doesn't matter to me. I'm dead. You better talk to me.
Man, look.
Well, we already know he getting buried in the pet cemetery so he can come back so we can do business with him.
Hey, look, my kid. Look, I already said it. Since I got 3 daughters. This is how I'm splitting up as they get older. One gets a wedding, one gets a house, and one get a car, and they got to draw straws. So,
oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I got the most expensive.
You terrible.
Oh man, my goodness!
Look, they all can't. I can't afford a car for each one, a house for each one, and a wedding for each one.
Now the wedding part, look.
You can pick one.
Yeah, you get it out the mud with that wedding.
Right.
That's
better go to Vegas. You better go to Vegas.
I had to pay for mine. Y'all better get out the mud. But yeah, I agree. But if you have something in your family that your family owns, why, when the person who owns it, when they die, why give it up for nothing?
I mean,
we're talking about generational wealth here.
Let me ask this question, if I may. Don't you want your kids to get a better foothold on life than you had?
But it was my job to do that when I was alive.
but it's not gonna cost you nothing when you're dead.
That's not my problem anymore. Just call me. just call me.
This dude, listen.
Look, I'm just
saying you're not able to financially do what you want to do for them while you're alive. But what if you could when you die?
I don't disagree. I'm just challenging the thought process. I don't disagree. You're supposed to leave you got to leave your children with wealth. I'm gonna make sure that they set. And that's why they always say that you're worth more dead than you are alive. But that's the other side of it is like there's so many families that don't even they don't even make sure that their children have enough when they're alive. Like when I look at what are you leaving your kid, how are you building your kid's future? I look at it just from the small simple of like kicking your child out at 18. Like how do you help them build wealth? And if you're kicking them out to the curb already and making them learn the hard way instead of them allowing them to stay in the house as long as they can, save up, build buy a home or pay for a car, just in that sense, that can help them generate wealth.
Right, because at 18, you still a kid.
Yeah,
but I think that process should start early. You should start learning. Just like about banking and stuff like that. You should teach. I'm talking about our kids, the Black community. These kids don't know nothing about banking.
You need to start that for real, 5th, 6th grade at the latest. Now Chase, which I like, Chase guy has a card and account where you can get for kids. There's no monthly fees and nothing like that. The parents control it. You can set weekly allowances to come from your bank account. You can set like if they have to complete chores, and as the parent, you have to approve and say they did that chore to get a certain amount of money and things like that. And every time they try to purchase something with that card, the parent has to even approve it for them to even spend that money. So it's teaching them how to use a bank account, but at the end of the day, as a parent, you still have control over it, which I like, which I'm definitely gonna get one.
Yeah, I got it with Capital One. With
okay.
And you had one, Antonio, at John Dewey.
Yeah, I remember.
Antonio.
Wow. Listen, my father can call me that. Y'all can't.
We live, baby. We live. It's already been said. So my daughter, I have it where because so my oldest, she has a business with her mother. And so she has a sunglass business that they have been operating for the last couple years. And so when she go visit her mom or her mom come up here, her mom gives her the money that she made. So we put in her bank account or whatever. And then here with our businesses, she has a 1099 and she works. So like if I have to mail out stuff or just small stuff like tonight, she came home. I said, hey, man, I got some mail that need to be mailed out. She walked down there and put the mail in the mailbox. She checked the printer. She made sure we had paper in there. I mean, it's little small stuff, but now she get paid. And what she been doing is she been saving. She been putting money in her account. And then she'll be like, all right, I got enough. Like last weekend, we went to Target. It was probably the longest 2 hours of my life. But I'm showing her like round your money up, utilize the taxes. How much taxes you can't buy something for $7.99 and you only got $8. What about the taxes that come with it? So we sat there and we went through it. And then her butt went through on the Target app and found a coupon and then turned around, got everything she wanted for $20 less than what she would have spent, and then got a gift card back from spending. So when I think about stuff like that, and she's only 9, that's how you begin to build, for your children's future and wealth by teaching them those small mental notes. And that's what I mean by like, what are parents offering or providing to their kids now while they're alive than they are dead? Because when they dead, a lot of kids just be dumb, and then you give them millions of dollars, and then they coked out, and then they jump off the bridge and all types of crap. And I know that's extreme, but that's what a lot of stuff. A lot of that stuff be happening because these kids don't be knowing how to manage money or just sit back and just think before I'll say impulsive. They make impulsive decisions before they, really think about how to manage their money and make businesses. So I feel like right now, I think I'm starting right. Like now, and even for my youngest one, with Autumn, every day she's been bugging me now because I got in her mind that I'm not giving no money unless she works hard for it. So now she like, Dad, even this morning she said, hey, when I get out of school, I needed some extra chores that I can do so I can buy me some slime like my big sister. And I know it's funny now, but when you really hear what she's saying, she's like, hey, I'm willing to work. I'm willing to earn extra money so I can get what I want. And I feel like that's a long way for a 4-year-old to do that. That means she's starting on the right path. And I ain't saying she got to work, but she's earning her dollar.
Yeah. Yeah, those are good lessons that we should definitely start early. And like in what Mr. Two Snack said, you know, it's priceless. But like I said, at the end of the day, we do what we do. What if financially we never make it to the point we want to while we're alive? You give them all the lessons, you give them this and that, you give them the wisdom. But what if they just need that extra like 10, 20,000 to start or do whatever they need to? So when you die, let's say that's in your policy for them to get that money. You know what I'm saying? And they really get to do what they need to do.
Right.
It won't be my problem because I already gave it to the church.
And if they be like, hey, uncle,
oh my goodness,
we want to go to the church and we're gonna get that money back, fam. I'm like, well, ski mask it is.
You gonna do the
yeah. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing up with. But
yeah. I think that you should always set something aside. And especially to you two young men, you guys are married and you got kids. You got houses. You don't want to put your spouse in a compromising position. You're gone. The house note, the car note, the bills keep coming. They're not going to stop. And that's what the kid.
Don't get nothing either.
Oh my goodness. Well, brother, you're gonna be buried in the. I told you, you're gonna be buried in the pet cemetery in a Kroger sack. In a Kroger sack. They're gonna put you in a sack.
Look, she should have been working. She should have just been working just as hard as me. Shoot, you wouldn't have these problems. You should have bought an insurance policy on me. That's your job. They ain't my job. It's your job.
Yeah, but
you know, my wife got policies on everybody.
Yeah,
no, I got. Yeah. Man, I got so many insurance policies on me, man. I pass away right now, Danielle. She might not get a kid no money. She might put them in foster care. The amount of money she gets, she might just go sit on the beach somewhere. You know what? Your daddy gone now.
Call your daddy. You better pray about it.
Yeah, but that's what we should do, because Kardashians and all them people, they ain't never worked. They ain't never got no money. They got money from they old money from their people. You know, and
exactly.
That's how they set themselves up to never have to really hit a lick. They ain't did no 9 to 5 in their life.
And then all the girls got pregnant by somebody rich. Got kids by rich people.
So what steps in our community do y'all like? What would be like step 1, 2, and 3? Like, what would be the first 3 steps to really take for us to have our community make sure that the kids build in wealth? Because of course we always see like the GoFundMes, the PayPals, chicken dinners. Like, so what proper steps will we really? I want to hear what y'all got to say, because what I got on my mind is probably off the grid, but.
Okay, so first and foremost, like we got for my daughter, the life insurance, which when she turns 18, if she want to turn it into a college fund or whatever, you got that. That's first and foremost. Get the whole life insurance when they're babies.
Pause right there. I just wanted to hear somebody say it.
Yeah.
So that's not necessarily all the case, though, to just say get an insurance policy, because everybody can't afford a $50 insurance policy.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying if you can't afford it, that should be your first goal.
people really got to start thinking about how much can I afford on life insurance, and if you can't, what are you willing to do to afford it? Like, people in our community, we're molded. For example, this is why I'm doing ship right now. I do ship on the side. I got my business. We got our businesses. We technically, with our businesses, we don't have to. If we wanted to, we probably quit one of our jobs and be fine with our business, or we can use that money as payroll to pay us to just live how we want. But that hasn't been the case. I'm like, screw that. Don't touch the business money. Let it rack up to a certain amount so we can buy some real estate. And if we want to do some extra activity, I'm gonna go out here and do ship. Now, while I'm out here doing ship, I know for a fact right now, if I would have went right now from 5 p.m. when I got off my other job till 8 o'clock, I know for a fact I would have brought in $500 easily with 3 hours. Now, while I'm out there working, there's no way that I should be bringing in that much money in a night just from doing some grocery shopping or going to Target and picking up somebody's items. But because people don't want to work, or because people got this mindset that government is going to continue to provide them stimulus checks, money, then you think about COVID, nobody's thinking about long-term for their families. And that's where it's hurting us. The reason why I went that long route is because I'm out here, they saying it's a shortage in trucks, it's a shortage in food, it's a shortage in jobs. Everybody got hiring signs up, but nobody want to go out there and just work maybe 15 hours a week, bringing in an extra $2,000 in the house like I'm doing right now. They'll start a business, be like, all right, I got a business, I got to do nothing else. It don't work like that. Once you got something established, you got to keep building on that.
Right.
That $50 on Section 8 ain't going to do shit. It ain't. Food stamps ain't going to always be there. As you see, they say in 2030, we won't even have Social Security.
Yep. So that's
like negative one step. That's the negative first step. Before you get to the first step, you got to figure out how much you can really make. I know, like.
Well, you know what? Let me go back.
Negative 3.
Right. Step negative 10. It's all about the mindset first and foremost. Because if you don't have the right mindset, I don't care what you do. If you got if you're always thinking negative, you're always thinking I'm gonna be in debt. If you're always thinking I can't make enough money, you're always thinking this and that, you'll never succeed, first and foremost. So that's step 1, is your mindset.
And that's true, because my mindset, even for me, I always thought I'm cheap. I'm always thinking about, cheap routes, finances, but I always thinking like debt is bad, having debt is bad, or having this. And then my wife, like, you got to think about it. It takes money to make money. And sometimes being in debt, having debt is not always bad debt, because sometimes you're building assets to build credit that can lead you to a lot more.
Yes, sir.
And she finally got that in my head, because I'm like, man, I'm not buying like what we doing Toro. We had that one truck. She like, look, you get another truck that's building. Yeah, you got a car payment, but look, you bring in $2,300, you pay a $400 car note. Look how much money you got left over. So now you multiplying. Now you bringing in, after paying everything off, now you bringing in 13, now 26, now 36. And you just look like, oh, shoot, now I'm building I got debt, but I got income that's overlapping that debt. So you're right. It's that mindset is real.
Yeah, I like that comment right there. Yeah, it's a difference between good debt and bad debt. And definitely everybody need to do their research on that. Good debt is if you have a business, let's say you have a business and something breaks down or something happens in your business, or you need a certain amount of money to expand your business. You getting a business loan is not bad. Because let's say you need $10,000 to expand your business, but once you expand your business, it's gonna bring you in an extra $30,000 to $40,000. That $10,000 ain't nothing. You just need that little loan to expand, and you making 3-4 times that amount. So good debt and bad debt.
I think in our community, we need to, just like you just said. I'm so tired. That comedian just died, and he had to have a GoFundMe to get buried. To me, that's ridiculous. We selling chicken wing dinners, fish dinners to put somebody in the ground. I think we need to be more responsible when it comes to that.
No, seriously. You should not have, a family should not have to have GoFundMe's and all that just to bury somebody. Period. Like that's ridiculous, man. At the end of the day, you should at least have set up to where your bills will be paid and they'll have enough money to put you on the ground. If nothing extra, to pay off whatever you have and to put you on the ground. If you don't have that, it's a problem.
Or you can go vegan and just live a long life and never die. Just never die.
Okay. Dr. Sebi.
Man, building wealth is not easy, especially if it's not passed down. I will admit that. Like my mom and them, they didn't pass. Shoot, my mom or my dad, they didn't pass anything down. But I give them credit. I may not receive. I mean, they're not dead; they're alive. So I guess not pass anything down. But overall, they still instilled in me hard work, ethics. Like having that hard working mentality. Going to hustle, always grinding. And you got a lot of kids that, yeah, they might have seen their mom, but I was fortunate enough to see my mom, my stepdad, and my dad grind, regardless if one hustled or one worked at, as a manager at McDonald's or one did construction. I seen no matter what the hustle in them, and I hustle legally no matter what, and it works because your kids see that. Because even in the mornings, my daughter right now, last night she was like, "Dad, I know you're running I know you're running a Toro business, but I've never. Let me see you go do it." And I'm like, well, we do it when y'all like sleep or when y'all at school. She was like, well, when you do it on a Saturday, let me hop in the car with you and let me see it. So
you talking about Maya?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, Maya and Savannah. All of them. They all, because I walk around the house. I always every day I try to mention it. We got a business. I say that. We got a business. This is what it is. All right, we do this. We doing that. Or they'll come in the room, they'll look at the screen, what you doing? And I'll show them. I'm not trying to hide nothing from them. They want to come in, they want to see it. I'm gonna show them, hey, this is the money we're making. We can't use it because of this. And then now they're asking more questions, and then they have more questions, and then it's just more. And even if they don't want to do nothing right now, at least, and I know now in their mind, they're like, all right, daddy was grinding, so I'm gonna grind too.
And definitely now that they have in their head, like, look, I know I have to do something. And then you get into their interest and find some way where they can have their own business and have passive income. Maya already got, her own business. But as far as the other kids, like, hey, I know.
And I'm already on it. I got an M3 something. I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet. It's M3 something for the kids. I just told Danielle I'm about to buy them some pallets. Buy them a pallet, let them set up shop, do online boutique. I don't know yet, but that's coming soon. I just told them last night. They was like, let's do it. Because now they want to make money. And I'm more than willing to show them how to make some money.
Always.
Because I'm about to get ready to show Maya how to write a checkbook.
Yeah. My niece was doing the pillows for a little while. I don't know if she's still doing it.
Yeah, she's still doing it. Jaden still got Puffin Stuff Incorporated. She's on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, so like things like that, man, and definitely. Now the one thing, with my wife, the kids see her with her event business. They help. You know what I'm saying? So they know, they at least know that part of it. And then the oldest, getting her set up with some things I'm doing on the side as well. But I always tell her school is first and foremost. So, is when she has time. But she gets it. She understands, you gotta do this and that. But I'm like, you're a sophomore in college, you feel me? Like life is gonna come quick. But the other kids, they see my wife doing this and they help out. and they're getting the concept of working and all that.
And that's the best thing to do, to let them see the concept of you guys going to work. That was one thing about the Big Hurt he didn't like when I worked at Ford. He said you went to work in the dark and you came home when it was dark.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I remember that.
That's a good concept for you guys to, keep your kids.
Yeah,
Now
that's
when I went,
no, I ain't trying to do that.
I went to work, it was dark. When I came home, it was dark.
I'm in the bed when the sun up now. Like,
man, I wish. I wish.
I am the like my grind is like insane, and I think that's where my girls get it from. Like, my wife will be asleep, kids will be asleep, and I'll be up like this. I'll grab a cup of coffee at 10 o'clock at night, up, working, grinding, trying to research. Wake up the next day. All right, girls, this is what we're gonna do. Or when we driving to school, I'll tell them. So what I got overall, building the future for the kids, and it ain't like no. People got to understand they got to build like a business foundation. People, you can't just grab some letters and iron on your shirt and say you got a business. You got to really have a structure and say this is your business. And if you don't want a business, at least have an account where you can put $10 every pay period or $5 every week, or do an envelope system, and then throw it on a CD or throw it in somewhere that's investing that's going to bring them more money.
Yeah, get a savings account that's gonna earn you interest. There's so many things that earn you interest nowadays, and with no fees. You know what I'm saying? I got like 3 accounts that earn interest. They got cryptocurrency, earn daily interest, and me and my wife, we got a savings account together. We slap money in there when we can, and just let it build.
Yeah, I got to wear, and even sometimes, not even just about the children, the adults as well. Pass the information to the next person, so that way it can build for the kids. Just like this morning, I was telling you, our boy Dejan called me. Hey, Sel, whoopty whoop. Here you go. Hey man, I think you should look at this. All right, bet. As soon as you got on before this show started, hey, Hurt.
You know what? I just
tell me about this. Here goes some information. Boom, boom, boom. This one, you was like, all right, bet. I talked to my boy on today. I called him. Hey, bro, I know you going through doing X, Y, and Z, but maybe we should start looking at, ABC. And he was like, hey, as soon as I get this done, we gonna roll with it. So it's all about building that foundation and just a brotherhood of Black men trying to make sure that they children are set and make sure that we look out for each other instead of, I know I talked about it yesterday, like how nobody wants to pass information on. Like even all these big old groups that you can go into on Facebook, it's supposed to be like, learn how to do business credit or learn how to do credit. You see it, but everybody want to keep their information limited. Like it's enough money to make. I can have a credit repair business. You can have a credit repair business.
Exactly.
But we don't live in the same area. It's millions of people here. Everybody's not going to like your customer service aspect, and everybody's not going to like my customer service aspect. So we always going to be able to bring money in. And in these groups, they don't want to help. They just want to give you enough. Well, did you read this or did you read that? Nigga, obviously I read it. That's why I'm asking you. Did you Google it? Nigga, that's why I'm asking you. You Google today. Like stuff like that. So I think each one teach one is a method that we can do in our community to really help each other out. I know for a fact my boy Kels is killing the real estate game in Toledo, Ohio,
for real.
With Provision Investments. And he got another person hating on him and making TikToks and hating on him instead of them coming together and saying, let's build a seminar or let's build a thing to help our children. The thing is, one has a license and the other one is the middleman. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it does conflict with one another, but nigga, you're not about to sell 50 to 60 to 70 houses and everybody can't afford to just straight out get approved for a house. But the way Kels do it with his lease options and he's buying properties for people to rent out and giving them the second chances, y'all can put y'all information together and have a whole segment where people can tune in live, or you can have a do-it-yourself or a module and sell the book $25-$30 and people can buy it. But instead, you got a man that's hating on another man for trying to provide for his family and build wealth. And that's where in the Black community, we hurt our children. That's where we hurt our children's future, holding back information and not trying to help the next person.
Right. And that crabs in the barrel mentality is the worst, man. Like, and I kind of, we talked about it earlier this week. It's always a way to work together. They can work together and be like, look, if you at this certain point where you can't afford this and this, talk to Kels, and he gonna help you get where you need to be. But if you can get approved for this and this and this, talk to him. He gonna get you where you need to be. But either or, work together.
And we just talked. Me and you were just talking like,
right.
All right, you got your capital lending spend. I was like, man, what's that? He was like, well, we can work with getting people business credits. Cool.
Right.
I'm helping people build their credit up, so I can send them to you. And then if they come into you and they can't afford it, hey, I know somebody on credit repair. It's a partnership. It's a way that you work.
Exactly.
Like, and people don't see that. But the only people you hurting is the children, because now they're going to somebody else, or they going to somebody that don't look like us.
Exactly.
And now they winning because they whole team working together.
Exactly. And then there goes our black dollar once again, leaving the neighborhood. Once again, gone, just like that. Yeah, and that's a whole another systemic issue. We can do a whole month worth of episodes on the system and how it's been jacked to basically have us fail. But
I look at it like the drug game. Like, you selling crack, I'm selling crack, and you down there on the other corner, I'm down on the other corner. And you telling me both of y'all can't bring in 100,000 a month? Come on, man. Right. It's enough people that snort that shit for both of you to eat.
Yeah,
but instead you want to kill each other off.
Right.
But in this game, when you talking about real estate, and you talking about credit repair, and you talking about building credit, and you talking about Toro, and you talking about just financial wealth in general, in this game, it's just people just don't want to tell you because they think they're gonna get on top. But at the end of the day, you might be all the way over there in New York City, and I'm down here in Nashville. You ain't getting none of the people down here.
Right.
So teach me the flow so I can grow, or I'll pay you. If you want $400 for it, I'll pay you if I'm really invested. But just don't make it seem like you just got the flavor.
Exactly. This dude.
My goal is this, and I can put it out there because it is what it is. My goal is, what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to get a group of guys together for 2022, and we do it for children. Don't get me wrong, you have to pay. We're gonna pay. It's gonna be like 125, 150, but it's gonna pay, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be worth it. If I can give you full courses with you teaching stocks and business credit, and I'm teaching credit repair, or I'm teaching about the Toro game because now I got it figured out, or Jeremy come in and he got his thing going on, and then I got and then Dejan doing his thing, and then Chris talking about the real estate game, and we just put a whole package together, and then we got Down doing financially lit, and we just come together and we got it all virtually for children, and it's a children's education, so we got to dumb it down to their level, not calling them dumb, but we dumb it down to their level, and then we put it in packages where if you do this, you get this stipend, or if you get this bank will work with us. If we can build that changes the game.
Really
you got to pay. Don't get me wrong, you got to pay, because at the end of the day, we still got to run our services and operate. But the benefit that you can have, that's going to be in your mind for the lifetime. And then now you can build it to your next kids. I've learned a lot in the last year. I'm talking to you, talking to Dejan, talking to everybody. And now I done put it together in my own style, in my own flavor. And everybody else can do the same thing. And they can be teaching their kids. So it's like, when we talk about building these children's future, it's more than just leaving when we die. It's talking about what we about to do right now. Like now. I would love to have food stamps. I would love to have food stamps.
Man, what?
But I know, me not needing food stamps, I'm doing something right. I ain't saying food stamps do something wrong, but I'm saying I'm on the right path. So let me continue to grow. I'm fortunate to go in there and be able to buy me a pack of steak if I want it. But my cheap ass ain't gonna buy steak. I'll probably buy it in about 6 months or something. But y'all get the picture. So when people out here talking about what they're doing for their children, man, you got to really think about what you're doing for their future. And So yeah, man. Yeah, this topic real. Like, hopefully, folks out there listening. Shout out. Oh, my bad. I went so far, man. Make sure y'all tune in on all platforms. Then NMC Network. Make sure on Monday nights y'all check out Married as Fuck on Monday nights. They doing their thing. Make sure you hit up Hurt Talk Sports. And of course, you got New Millennial Culture Podcast Thursday nights. We still looking for more people that want to grow on the network. This network will continue to grow. Contact us at NMC _network, NMC Network, IG and Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. And if you want to donate, you see the Cash App, money sign, NMC Network, or PayPal us at New Millennial Culture.
Drop the money.
Give us the buddy.
Websites coming soon. We got a lot of big things that we do behind closed doors, man. We got a lot of big things. So continue to support, continue to see the love. I see the inboxes, I see the notifications. We working. So
big fact.
But yeah, so your children's future.
Yeah, man. It's a lot. It's a lot you can do. Do as much as you possibly can while you're alive. Period, point blank. Spending time with your kids, having your kids seeing you work, not being lazy and all that. That counts as well. That count. You know what I'm saying? But giving them knowledge, wisdom, teaching them lessons, like you're doing with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want this, fam, you got to work a little extra for it. That's just the way it go. You know, in the long run, that's gonna teach them. That's gonna teach them. Trust me. But then entrepreneurship, man, that's the best thing. Good.
Still have a little bit of something to put you in the ground, though, man.
Oh yeah, you got it. Listen, your family should not have to be selling no fish dinners, chicken dinners, GoFundMes, asking people for money. Your family should not have to do any of that to put you in the ground and finish paying your bills off. Period, point blank. They should not have to worry about that. When you pass, your family should be starting their grieving process and doing whatever they need to do to get you in the ground. They shouldn't have to worry about the finances of it. That should be the last thing on their mind. But you know, that's just how I feel.
And that's going up and up.
Exactly. Yeah, they woo. Like you said, hey, make sure you got your will, you got your policies, and you know, some people have family traditions about plots. Get a plot if that's what y'all do. So it's a lot of things you can prepare, you know. Prepare for the end, but while you're alive, it's so many things you can do.
Right.
Okay. Man, we got some great timing on this.
Teach them right.
We're making great timing. So, I got a question. Let's just say, what would be the proper percentage of someone's estate that should go to their children? So, Pops, if let's say you worth, just like the guy mentioned earlier, you worth $4 million, how much of that should go to the kids? After
each one of y'all,
after all the expenses are paid for.
Each one of y'all getting 500. Each one of y'all getting 500,000.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
I have mine. Mine is split differently. I have it where Amaya's percentage, because she's the oldest and because she's not by me and Danielle, I have it where she has a higher percentage. Not a lot more, just a little bit higher, because she's not Well, she's in the household now, but if she does go back with her mom or whatever the case may be, and if something happened to me, I want to make sure she's set like on that side, because over here I got Savannah, Autumn, and Danielle together, and that's my wife. So with Danielle percentage and the 2 kids collectively, they will have a high percentage. So if it's like, so I make sure that Amaya has enough.
I feel you.
Enough.
Because she's solo in this aspect.
She's solo dolo. Yeah,
right.
Correct.
Wow. 40, 30, 10. Based on favorites.
But since we got the tour business, we got all these cars. You know, these cars when paid off, so they all be set on vehicles.
Man, true that.
Yeah, they all at like 45,000 miles. Amaya's about to be 10. So in 5 years, 6 years, she'll have a car.
Right.
She's good. Then the next car. As long as we in this business, they got cars. So they got assets.
Right.
They got more than one. Because right now we got 4 vehicles. So they good.
Man.
Hey, so I guess I can check that one off.
Exactly. What car am I getting? One of these?
You get which truck you want?
Right. You getting one of these. But yeah, man. I mean, no, that's a good percentage.
The youngest was in the house.
But you already know what we talked about.
Right.
Why you'll get more to take care, make sure your niece graduate from high school, then give her a little bit. Once she graduates from college, then give her a little bit more. Don't give, like you said, don't give it to her all at one time.
He should just put something in his pocket.
You're going to blow it. You said what's
going to blow it?
I should put something in my pocket. I mean, I'm going to have my portion, but.
Flip it. Take a little bit of percentage, flip it. Put it in another investment.
Yeah. You know,
and then your dad will come out his grave. I'm going to get your ass hard. I told you. Antonio.
I said give her 20,000 when she graduated high school. Look, I had to get that pack and flip it. But yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna follow what what I was told. Because one thing, I don't play with people's money. I don't care who it is. That's something I don't play around with that. Especially when somebody passed.
We know you don't play about money. You old.
What? Say it.
Got a story on Hurt, y'all.
What you
Hurt
talking
was
about?
snapping on us one day. We was off for the podcast. We was off $5 on that account, and we was just it Hurt just start snapping like, look. At the end of the day, it's $5. I don't care. I don't care if it's $4.86, $4.99, $3.26. It was off track. And we were just off 1 month of the payment. It was just 1 month. Like it was paid, but we were just short. We just didn't count the month, and Hurt like just man. I ever did with Hurt with money? No, he got y'all. Look, yeah. About the $5. Man, I
wasn't mad.
It was so early in the morning too. I swear it was like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, man.
I wasn't mad. But
and he set us all up, man. I was just like, all right. You want your $5? You want your $4.86? Here you go.
Y'all understand? I work at a university and I do the finances. Bro, if you off 1 penny, they on your neck. Like they are serious about it.
I know, but
I do. Us. That's what I do.
It's us. You know your boys that we go triple the $5, bro. Like
I know.
I was just saying. You just had a bad day that somebody pissed you off. You just came in like, hey, $5. Y'all don't want nobody messing up no money and messing up my money. I'm like, God damn, bro. They look over like, what's going on? I was like, we getting cursed out right now with $5.
And get that business account right, man.
Hey, money. But I do get my kids though. I get them good. One time I went like 5 weeks. I went like 5 weeks without paying the kids chore money.
Oh, Lord.
Because I don't go to the bank. I don't carry cash.
Right.
So, hey, what's up, fam? I'm glad you tuned in. Thank you very much. But man, we all three of them, you know, I don't go to the bank, and every week they're like, "Hey, where our money at?" Because they got a checkoff list. They try to get paid. So I went weeks. So I owed them each like $40 or something like that. And then 1 week I got them good. 1 week I went in the house, came in the house, room was dirty, and it went a whole week. They went
no.
to the room. I knew I owed their asses a little over $100, so I was like, I ain't paying you nothing, because y'all ain't do nothing in the house. Man, they was like, we earned that money. That's a paycheck. Like, you can't just take people paychecks back. Blah, 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 blah. To this day, all I'm like, my cash at. And this is like 2 months later, where my cash at.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, you know she gonna fight you.
They feel like I'm a dirty boss in the business. Like I'm just
slum lord. Yeah, that's you.
I told them that I could just make them clean for free.
Now that is true, nonetheless.
But I gotta be a man of my word, so I'm gonna eventually pay them.
Oh, this dude gonna have.
But I will put this on here too.
What up?
Folks, if people really want tips on like how they can save money on like for their kids or put money up, I'm gonna give people free game. This free game right here.
What you got, man?
I think I explained it to you before. All right. If you have children and you pay childcare, right now it's open enrollment for your health insurance. See if your children, if you are afforded with dependent care expenses, the FSA, it's like or DSA, whatever it's called, the dependent care savings account. It's where you pay, and it's pre-taxed, and you pay into a savings account every week with your job, and then you show them the receipts of your child care payments, and they pay you back. Now, let's think about this and how you can monopolize on this money. If you pay, I know for a fact for me, for before and after care, I pay about $6,000 a year for the before and after care. Now, you're not going to get all that money. I think you can max like I think it's like 7,000, but I'll cap it off at like 5. Still, when I do your taxes, it puts you in a lower tax bracket. You can use that money as your Christmas money as well. So you do it. Start on January, like your new open enrollment. You do it because you have to pull all the money out before December 31st. So for us, you can do that. Now, here's the kicker for anybody that's listening and they trying to figure out other ways to save money. If you have like bad spending habits and you know, like if it's a mercy, you just touch that money. With that, you don't have to necessarily do it because you can forget about that account and just use it later because you already paying out of pocket for the child care. Now, here go the free game. If you have a side hustle for Christmas or because right now it's the holiday time, sign up for DoorDash, Instacart, or Ship, especially in these big cities, and pay it off. I have not pulled that money out yet. I'm telling everybody now, I have not pulled that money out yet. And I did Ship the last 2 weeks and brought in $1,500, and I brought in about 3 black garbage bags of Christmas stuff that's already in the storage put up. And I didn't touch that money. When December 15th hit and I pull that money out, that money's going to come out and I'm going to put it into an account that I will never look at again. And I'm going to do that every year until I quit the job or every 6 months or whatever case I decide to do. So that's free game. One, you're getting free money because it's pre-tax. And then when you go into your tax season, it puts you in a lower tax bracket. You don't get penalized for that. 2, it's like a separate savings account that you can use. You already spent the money on daycare and whatever you did to make sure make sure that all your bills is paid, it's already done. It's already done. So now you got a savings account on top of whatever else, what else you have. Now you have money to put into your kid's account. So if you save $6,000 and you got 3 kids like me, that's $2,000 a piece in your kid's account. Free game. Let's go.
That's smart. That's smart.
It is smart, and you know, basically, you just told me I need to come rob you. That's what I just heard. I'm just playing.
Hey.
2 Glock shoulder. No, that's not the right thing to teach. No, sir. A Rolex in a bottle on 19 foot. No. That's a big no. You know what you can do with that money? You buying a Rolex The ball of 1942. So much more you can do with that money.
And just FYI too, you know it ain't no Thursday night TNT NBA basketball until January.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, on Thursday nights they're not doing it anymore because of Thursday night football.
I figured they didn't want to compete with each other.
Okay.
Who was winning?
For I don't know. Talking about rating? I don't know.
Somebody ratings were low. It might have been it probably was NFL because why would they move off of Thursdays if it wasn't?
I don't know.
Right.
Somebody complained.
Oh yeah, somebody was like, "Nah, fam." Speaking of, let's see. Oh, the game ain't started yet. Even though I know Green Bay, I'm sorry I put money on the Cardinals tonight because Green Bay receivers is all on the COVID list. So yeah, we're gonna see how that works. But nobody in the NBA I like playing tonight. So yeah. But this weekend, we got a big one. We got a big game this weekend, y'all. Y'all already know who we play this weekend. On Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all know who we play, right?
Who?
Yeah.
We play Penn
That's
State.
That's a victory.
Oh,
that's a victory.
We play Penn. We got to beat them. It's a must. Man.
This is my thing, though. I don't understand how Alabama still ranked higher than us when they lost to an unranked team.
Because, man.
The worst of the worst unranked team. We beat a ranked team.
Because they always gonna put them over us.
Nick Saban.
Man.
They're gonna try to keep them in the playoffs.
Put your money where your mouth is, Mr. Norwood. Mr.
Should
88.
Cincinnati be there?
No.
Yeah. You don't think so?
Man, Cincinnati don't play anybody. They don't play anybody.
But they got last year, 2 years ago, they got kicked out. They didn't lose a game.
Man, they don't play anybody, man. Their conference is weak. They need to move up to the Big Ten. They need to move.
But that's why I told you they're going to expand this playoff.
Yeah.
That's why they're keeping Alabama where they at. Because if Alabama was 6 or 7 and they didn't make playoff,
it's gonna be a problem.
Hey, just a side note, Jada Pickett, you do not get to renege. Talking about stop making up headlines. Will and I never had an issue in the bedroom. You don't get to renege. You said what you said.
If you didn't have,
and she meant it.
Yeah, exactly.
And she meant it. She done went from that boy to Crisscross and whoever else.
Exactly.
Crisscross. Wait, what's going on?
Man, you didn't know she did Crisscross?
Yeah,
she did Crisscross
for the streets.
Man, Jada,
she did the. And she did the one that's dead. That's from Crisscross, from that group Crisscross, the one that's dead.
Hello.
Yeah, exactly.
It's me.
But then I heard they they be swinging anyway. So who's to blame if you out here allowing each other to do what y'all do?
Yeah, but ain't but one person talking though.
Yeah, you're right.
Ain't but one person talking.
That's because he on TikTok making videos. That stuff be funny.
Man. Okay, so let's see. I know one that's back to this real quick. One argument that people have is that Alabama play more ranked teams than we do.
When?
Let's see, they beat Florida barely, and Ole Miss was ranked as well. So that's only 2. Oh no, Miami. I forgot about Miami. Let's see how many. So that's 3. That's 3 ranked teams.
It's cool because we about to play 1, 2, 3 ranked teams.
Yeah, ours is at the end of the year.
We're gonna be tired. Ooh,
I know. I don't know why they scheduled us like that.
You know why?
I hate it. We already know.
We didn't know Michigan State was gonna be that good. We didn't know Michigan State was gonna be this good.
Michigan shouldn't be that high either.
Or Michigan.
They shouldn't be that high. because they barely beat Nebraska.
Whoa!
They don't cheat.
All right, man. It's time to end the show. What time is it?
Yeah, man, he tripping. I don't know what kind of crunk juice he on right now, but he's tripping. But you know, he always been a wild one when it comes to this sports stuff. I ain't listening to him. And I'm gonna hit you up about that bet too. You know, I am gonna bet on it. We're gonna bet offline. You know what I'm saying? But hey, once again, Shrubam, follow the team, New Millennium Culture Network at NMC_network on IG and Twitter, and then NMC Network on Facebook and YouTube. Follow, comment, like, subscribe, do all that. Hit the notification button on YouTube, man, so you can get notifications about everything we're doing. At the bottom of the screen, make sure you donate. PayPal, CashApp. And if you need another form of payment, we got it all. You know what I'm saying? We can accept all forms of payment. Zelle, Venmo, whatever you need, we got it. We'll take it anyway. But once again, thanks, Pops, for coming out, showing us some love again. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have you on here.
Ain't no problem, brother.
Yeah,
you young men are doing you guys are doing a great job, man. That was a lot of knowledge. I hope people was listening to you. A lot of knowledge. Good knowledge. Good word today.
Yes, indeed.
And let the church say amen.
Oh, man. All right. Since he on here, when you put up, go ahead, put the comment up, man. And I'm going to do what I do, man. Yes, sir. Here we go. Peace.
Thank you to all our listeners. Make sure you check out our social media platforms and our website. Follow, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with us. Please send us questions or topics that you would like to hear discussed. We'll see you next week. Peace.